Right, I'm here with Wanderers manager Marc White for our weekly catch-up. How you doing, Marc?
Yeah, fine.
Good stuff.
Good,
right.
mate.
First things first, obviously very busy schedule coming up and we're going to come on to that in a minute, but let's just look back to last Saturday where obviously we welcomed Eastleigh to Meadowbank in the FA Cup, fourth qualifying round, and sadly got knocked out 3-1. Can I just get your thoughts on that game?
Pretty similar pattern to a lot of games this year, really. Really bad luck in the build-up to it, losing Barry Fuller, Ed Harris, Dan Lincoln. Played brilliantly first half, real dominant possession, worthy of a goal to the good at least, and then just our structure off the ball just weren't good enough, and it gave them a little bit of a sneak. And as you tend to do when you give these teams a sneak, they can run off with that. We've seen that a few times this year. Boreham Wood, actually, I thought it was quite similar to Boreham Wood in terms of like 1-0 up at half time, really comfortable. Not a game we should have lost. But we have to be, from the FA Cup point of view, like obviously we need to deliver for the fans. I get that. We will. Our time will come. But from everything else point of view, we have to be quite positive because we're delivering lots of things that really do matter. You know, I've watched a lot of teams in this division go back to front. They're useless. They can't score a goal. They lose or draw every week, or might sneak a win. But we've still got the second highest possession in the league. In the whole of the top 6 steps of football, Premier League down. I saw the other day we're second top, if you like, in terms of the playing out distances. You've got Man City, like average playing out 28 metres, we're 30, and then the nearest person's nowhere near it. So we're still doing things the way we do things, the way we want to, providing a good brand of football, playing well. We obviously know we've got to sort of defensive bit out, but going into this season, Chris, obviously, from our point of view, the aim is to stay in the division. There's no point trying to compete with those teams that are desperate to get automatic. I would genuinely argue that with a bit more luck on injuries already, and with someone we're not going to keep talking about having not left the club, we'd be in the top 5 already, to be quite frank, and that's without even rebuilding. So I feel like there's so many good things about not shitting ourselves, for want of a better phrase, and keeping true to how we play and what we do. But of course, anyone that knows me, and I know most people do, know that there are issues. They are defensively, but they wouldn't concern me half as much as the positives, you know, enthuse me, if that makes sense. So we've got work to do defensively, no question, but we will, and we're looking forward to this run of games.
Yeah, absolutely, and it is a busy schedule. We'll talk about the Wealdstone game shortly, but 2 games a week coming up, week on, week out, with some long away trips as well thrown in there. How is the squad looking? You've had a couple of sessions this week with them.
Yeah, we've got a few injuries right now, mate, to be honest, which is it's never ideal when you've got a big run of games. This is our biggest run of league games this season. So in the whole season, there'll be no more a dense period than this. I think we go, correct me if I'm wrong, Wealdstone, Woking, Aldershot, Halifax, don't know, Bromley, and then we're Torquay. It's big. So, but we're buzzing about that. We're buzzing to go these places. We'll get a team out. We'll work it out. There'll be some highs and lows. Our main aim, I'll put this absolutely out there for our supporters, is we're already 6 or 7 wins from thinking, great, look, you know, we've had a really consolidated start, and then, as Chris, you know, our aim is to, you know, look at our operation for next season, how we do things, etc. That's where we are. That was always the plan from the minute we drank our first vodka after that playoff game. We knew it was already June. We knew we had no time to rebuild. We knew that what we didn't want to do was change our structure and our, players overnight. We didn't want to do that. So I do feel like, we're in really good shape. I really do as a club. There's things happening off the field that we're going to be announcing in the next, hopefully, 5 days that are groundbreaking for the club. It's important that, and I know our fans do, that they understand that we did think when we get to this level, we might think, right, okay, now what? But actually it's been the opposite. We've actually thought, right, let's kick on again. And everything we're doing behind the scenes is designed to keep this amazing special club's upward trajectory. I feel like on the field, we all go home fuming if we basic errors lead to a defeat. But that's just that's all of our high standards collectively. That's what makes us the club we are. I wouldn't have it any different. But I think this period is exciting. The squad, Chris, is not looking amazing. There's a few too many injuries. Baz and Isaac in particular are going to be a while. So I think we're short of the back now a little bit as well. But, never right after the Wanderers. That's the bottom line. I think for me, I'd like to think that we can start now to head up the table, if I'm honest. And I do feel like we can.
Okay, and the games come thick and fast. We've got 2 in 4 days coming up. At home on Saturday, where we welcome Wealdstone, a team that we've obviously played before at Meadowbank. And then on Tuesday, we've got a short trip down the road to Woking. Stupid question, but are you looking forward to it? Yeah,
looking forward to all of these games, all at clubs we've looked forward to playing. Wealdstone first. I really appreciate their fans. Wealdstone, got a couple of them that we speak on Twitter, etc. too. They get Dorking and I get Wealdstone fully. I think Wealdstone aren't a million miles away from Dorking in terms of their the sort of intensity behind their support and the way the club has to operate. So looking forward to Stuart coming down with his boys. Loads of talented players like everybody else in this division. Had a great start, they've dropped off. It's a National League game. I mean, if it was a horse race, they would say you can throw a blanket over about literally 16 teams. I think 3 points from the playoffs and 5 from the drop. So realistically, you're going into every single game treating it like the first game of the season. The objectives are still the same, nothing changes. So we're looking forward to Wealdstone, looking forward to their fans coming down. If they sell it out, then we will get the beers in. So that's our added incentive for away fans this year. But yeah, regardless, looking forward to seeing them all. And a club that we've got a positive relationship with, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. And just for anybody who's watching, a reminder that tickets are on sale. You can go to dorkingwanderers.com, home and away fans, Wealdstone, and get your tickets. And there's also a really great offer out there at the moment, a family of 4, only £35. And again, that applies to the away fans. So, I think it is the best value football in the National League.
Yep.
That's for sure. But, okay, Mark, well, as ever, thanks for your time.
Cheers, mate.
Good luck Saturday and Tuesday.
Yep, cheers,
and
mate.
We'll catch up again next week.
Cheers, Chris.
Cheers.